The topic today is manifesting God. See, you have to manifest God that is inside of you. So we must have to learn how to manifest ourselves, because God left inside of you a powerful gift, and that gift calls for you to manifest it. To whom more is given, more is expected. Jesus Christ asks us to learn from the fig tree. He points to us that we have to learn. Learning is important, because if you don't learn, you don't grow. So manifesting yourself is critical, because look at the fig tree, look at the trees. They manifest themselves. Everything God created manifests itself. So we are expected to manifest that God inside of us, to manifest ourselves. But you cannot manifest yourself if you haven't got the courage and the boldness. And that is why courage and boldness is important. We have to be bold. We have to be courageous. Remember, God has never been oppressed before. God has never been ruled over before. God has never been depressed before. So this is the spirit God gave you. And that spirit is what is inside of you. That is what I'm asking you today to manifest. Because if you're not manifesting yourself, you are wasting your time. Because God left inside of us himself, which we need to grow, water, so that we can blossom like a tree. But what do? We hide it. We become silent. Silence is never the answer. Keeping quiet is not the answer. It's manifesting that God inside of you. Why do I respect Nelson Mandela today, or Martin Luther? These are the people that understood our purpose here. These are the people that manifested themselves. They manifested the God inside of them, and they gave us that power and interest for us to manifest ourselves. Like I said, everything God created manifests itself. Are you talking of the sun in the sky? Are you talking of the stars? Are you talking of the trees? Are you talking of the birds? Are you talking of the fish? Are you talking of the ocean? They manifest themselves. So that is why we have to manifest ourselves. We owe nobody apology in this sense. Because God wants us to be brave and be courageous so that we can release the seed he left inside of us. Because if we are not courageous, we cannot deliver. We cannot, we can't be fruitful. So that is why the topic today, I am dealing on it as manifesting yourself, manifesting that God inside of you. It's like last week I talked about meeting yourself. It's all in the sense of manifesting yourself. Because what God taught you in private, he expects you to say it out in public. So that is the essence of having an experience, where each and every one of us is shaped by our own experience. You have a different experience. I have a different experience. John has a different experience. Peter has a different experience. That experience, they shape us. They made us who we are, and they mandate us to manifest ourselves. I'm going to read out what Nelson Mandela said. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. You are a child of God. You are playing small does not serve the world. You are playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people around you won't feel insecure. We are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to manifest the glory of God that is within us. That is what I'm saying. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. As we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically releases others. So that is why I'm saying today, our main purpose here is to manifest that God in us, to manifest ourselves. Show who you are. Moses did it. Joseph did it. Christ did it. Paul did it. These are people who manifested themselves because they understood the purpose of God in them. They understood who they are. And because of that, they had no option but to release themselves to the world. So your experience in life is meant to bring you to the world. Your experience in life is not for you to put it inside your pocket or to hide it under the table. Your experience in life is meant for you to bring it on the table, show it to the world, manifest it. And that is why God wants us to be bold and courageous. God doesn't want us to fear. Because when you are afraid, you won't be able to deliver. When you fear, you can't deliver. You can't manifest that strength inside of you. So that's why I'm saying your experience is important to me. My experience is also important to you. Because through my experience, I can now say out what God said to me in private into the public. That is the essence of life. You are not taught, you are not educated to keep it to yourself. You are educated, you are trained to express it, to live up to it, to display it. So why are we not displaying our talents? Why are we hiding our talents and gifts? It is critical this time for us to shine the light, to manifest God inside of us, to demonstrate it in public. Do not be afraid to tell people who you are. Because you have only once in a lifetime opportunity to do that. That is now. That's why Martin Luther said time is always ripe to do what is right. Because time conspires against us. Time sometimes could be a factor, could be the enemy. So you have to do it now, not tomorrow. Because you don't have the tomorrow. You might not have it. So that's why, as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. That the essence of life is for us to manifest ourselves, for us to meet ourselves, for us to manifest God inside of us. It's not that that is important. It is the manifestation of God inside of you. Your ability to release the wisdom, the value, and the knowledge of their experience with God to the public, to the people to see. That was why Christ said, you cannot light a candle and put it under the table. You know, you can, because we are children of God. We are the light of the world. We cannot bury ourselves under the table. We cannot hide. Because we are the light of the world. We are a city built on a hill. It cannot hide itself. So we are meant to shine. We are meant to deliver. We are meant to grow. We are meant to dominate our environment. So the universe is on our side. I am telling you. I know what I meant, but the universe is on your side. The experience you have, the experience you have either when you were a student or when you were growing up or even as an adult, these things are what shape you, and that are what you need to manifest. These are what made you who you are, and who you are, you need to say it out. You can't remain like a lame dog. You can't be like the lake. God wants us to be like a river, actively flowing. We are word of God. We can't return to God without fulfilling that thing God asks us to do. He told us to come here and change the political landscape, change the situation of this world before returning to Him. And that is our purpose. But sadly, the society has brainwashed you, misinformed you to remain silent like remain silent and deaf and dumb. Look at the massacre that is going on in Palestine. Look at the politics in Israel. Look at how human beings are being slaughtered every day. And then we say we are children of God. We are silent. Look at the way the world is being run today. When are we going to manifest that God inside of us? Why are we afraid? Fear is evidence of the devil. Fear is evidence that you don't have God inside of you. God said, I didn't give you the spirit of fear, but of wisdom and sound mind and love. I was telling somebody, if you want to know somebody, I think I always say these things. I learned it. It said there was a historian. He was asked, if you want to be the president of America, how do you know? The man answered 2 questions. The man gave the answer immediately. He says, 1, find out, does that person have a sense of possibility? 2, find out what the person loves. Because what you love determines who you are. We attach to what we love. Whatever you love, that is who you are. So if you love Word of God, then you are Word of God. Nobody's going to tell you. We are what we love. The question I pose to you now is, what do you love? Tell me what you love. Because from what you love, it points who you are. Because we are attracted to ourselves. We are attracted to what we are. The molecules, they come into bonding because of the attraction, because they are like. They say a bird of feather flock. So Our purpose here is to manifest that God inside of us. What God showed to you in private, God expects you to shout it at the rooftop. He expects you to manifest it at the rooftop, not to hide it and keep it to yourself and then take it to the grave. That is the tragedy. The tragedy is not that somebody died. The tragedy is that somebody never releases that knowledge, that value, that intelligence God hid inside of him. That is the tragedy. So I cannot keep quiet on this. And that is why I'm making this video every week. To, inspire people, to encourage people to be themselves, to encourage people to rise above their fear, and also to, inspire them to become themselves. In that process, I'm also inspiring myself. Because somehow, we know our purpose. Somehow, we know our roots. Somehow, our body and our feelings and our disposition tell us where we are going. So it's critical you learn this very thing I'm saying today, because we cannot continue the business as usual, keeping quiet and allow evil things to flourish on earth, because we are children of God. We are the word of God. God sent us here to change the political landscape, change us here to change everything, to conform, to harmonize what is in heaven. And because of what we eat, because of fear, we abandon our origin. We abandon our past. We abandon who we are. And then we are not moving in any direction. My friend told me that if somebody is empty, that person is lost. If you're empty, you are lost. Time to manifest that God inside of you. Time to shine, because you are children of God. What did I say? I repeat it. There's nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people around you won't feel insecure. Don't allow insecurity of other people to influence you. Do not allow the insecurity of other people to influence you. If you don't say because other people are quiet, therefore you have to be quiet. No. So learn how to manifest yourself. Learn how to manifest God inside of you. Learn the gift of God. Learn from the fig tree. Jesus advised us. One moment. So it's important. We learn from the errors of others. A wise man corrects his own. And from the errors of others, a wise man corrects his own. Cyrus. So we have to learn from the errors of other people. You have to learn from the error of Adam and correct our own. Learn from the errors of people, our people who fell in life. So why are we repeating histories? Why are we repeating past mistakes? Nobody repeats a past mistake. So time to learn, time to adjust, time to, get into knowledge. Because once you have the knowledge, you are no longer subject to manipulation. Once you get the knowledge, you can't hide it. You can't afford to hide anymore. You come to the light. So I'm winding down. The topic today is manifesting God inside of you. Manifesting of that means manifesting who God created you to be. Manifesting yourself. Shine because you are the light of the world. You are a city built on a hill. Thank you.